Hello and welcome to the application section of the National 5 video tutorials. Today we're going to look at cosine rule. Now cosine rule has two different forms, the form for finding an angle and the form for finding a side. Those can both be found in the formula sheet, so I'm not going to go over them in too much detail. In this example here we're looking for a side x meters, so it's the side length version of cosine rule we're going to use, and that is a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. Okay, so let's substitute into our equation. A squared is going to be our x squared. B squared can be 5 squared. C squared can be 4.2 squared. And 2bc cos a is 2 times 5 times 4.2 cos 53. Okay, I have to squeeze that in there at the side, but hopefully you can read that, no problem. Okay, so let's work out some of these values. X squared is equal to 5 squared is 25, 4.2 squared is 17.64, and 2 times 5 times 4.2 is 42 cos 53. Okay, so now all we need to do is put this into our calculator and we'll get a value for x squared. If we put all that into a calculator, we get the value 4.07212, and it just keeps going on and on and on. That's fine, keep that in your calculator. To get x, our value for our side length, what we need to do is we need to square root that value. Which if you square that on your calculator, if you square root it, you get 2.02 meters as a final answer. Okay, so it's all a part of substituting in. Remember, these are your two sides that are not opposite your angle. This is your angle that you have here, and these again are your two sides that you've substituted in. 2BC and B and C have already been used in the formula. Okay, after that it's just complete computational work, making sure you type the right things into the calculator and you come out with an answer by square rooting at the end. So here are some examples for you to try. Make sure you lay out your working like I did, step by step. Don't make any mistakes by missing out lines of working. And pause the video here because I'll be giving you the answers in just a couple of seconds. Okay, so for your answer for question 1, you should have 7.12 centimeters in the end. For number 2, 16.51 meters. For number 3, you should have 49.33 centimeters. And for number 4, you should have 12.13 millimeters. Okay, so the other version of cosine rule you may have to use is finding an angle, a missing angle. And the formula for that is cos A is equal to b squared plus c squared minus a squared over 2bc. Okay, remember, b and c are the sides that are either side of your angle, whereas a is the side that is opposite your angle. So let's start putting in some values here. We'll get cos a is going to turn into cos x. B squared, we'll make that 16 squared, C squared is 9 squared, A squared is 13 squared, and 2BC is just going to be 2 times 16 times 9. Okay, so cos x is equal to, let's square out these numbers first. 256 is 16 squared, plus 81 is 9 squared, take away 169 is 13 squared, and 2 times 16 is 32, 32 times 9 is 288 for the bottom of that fraction. Okay, put that into your calculator and you should get the top row is equal to 168, and the bottom row stays as 288. And at this point, if we're looking for an angle, which we are doing the inverse of cos for our final answer. So x is equal to cos minus 1 of 168 divided by 288. And our final answer, if we put that into a calculator, we should get that's equal to 54.31 degrees. There you go, there's our final answer. Okay, so now that you've seen an example of that, here are 4 for you to try yourself. Make sure you lay out your work in properly, make sure you keep all the information step by step and don't miss any lines of working. And pause the video now because I'll give you the answers in just a couple of seconds. Okay, so for triangle number 1, you should have got an answer of 89.1 degrees. For triangle number 2, 113.56 degrees. For triangle number 3, 48.1 degrees. And for triangle number 4, 26.12 degrees. If you'd like to practice this skill a little bit further, here are your links to SQA past paper questions. Be careful with the one on paper 1 of 2016, it is a tricky one. That's why it's question number 16 in that paper. But otherwise, have a go, download them for free from the SQA past paper website, and keep studying hard. Thanks for watching the video.